man, what's going on with your man? It's your boy Dmvhoodznnewz right here in the building, man. We right here, man. We telling the truth and nothing but the truth with no Wellin, man. Tap the fuck in, man.
So you seen the picture that came out saying you was in a car with the duck? You want to address that? Was that
False.
you?
False.
Where you think that picture came from?
Oh, where they said that shit was around?
I don't know what way they said that shit was around.
Step in this bitch and I'm ready to work. No Wellin, yeah, that shit on my shit.
Oh shit, it's No Wellin.
What's up with the No Wellin? We got the long-awaited interview right here, man. Been trying to get this man for a minute.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
We finally here.
One of the biggest in the city, if not the biggest, right?
Right, man. I like to say humbly one of the biggest bloggers, but a lot of people say I'm the biggest outlet in the damn.
Yeah, definitely one of the biggest outlets, man. We got Dmvhoodznnewz in the building.
Yes, sir.
What's up with you, Snow?
Man, cool, man. Everything good, man.
How everything going, man?
Yeah, everything copacetic, bro.
For real? Everything good?
Everything good, bro.
How life treating you?
It's been good, man. You know what I'm saying? Had a daughter, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything's straight.
Congratulations,
man. You know
man.
what I'm saying? If this get on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? When she see this like 5-10 years later, hey, Zaya, I love you.
What's up, Zaya? Shout out Zaya.
Yeah, that's my baby.
So, tell me where you from and how you came up. I know you had interviews where you told them multiple times, but not on this platform.
I grew up uptown. I really kind of lived every part of town, though, all the way up near Rand House and Shepherd Park and Ashman Courts. Like I always lived on. My family had a house on that side, so I lived on that side. I used to live around Kennedy and Fort Todd in that area. I've always had a little spot. A part of my life, I used to live around 35 Rock Creek area. You know what I'm saying? So like, I've always been everywhere. But the neighborhood I was raised around most of my life was Leroy Park. You know what I'm saying? Elm Street to be specific. You know what I'm saying? I put a stamp on Elm Street because that's the block that raised me. So it's like it's no hate to no other part of the neighborhood. I just always put my block first. You know what I'm saying? When I tell motherfucker I'm from Elm Street. You know what I'm saying? But it's Leroy though. You know what I'm saying? It's Leroy Park. That's why I grew up around.
How was it coming up out there?
It's crazy because you know, uptown a little tricky, so it's a little different uptown. So, you know, like I said before that, I used to live around right off of Quincy Street. That's like 35. That's like 35 double low territory. You know what I'm saying? Back in the days when I was young, it used to call QBC. You know what I'm saying? Which was like Quebec place. Which like I lived around the corner, like up the street from like 10th of Quebec, where Raymond Rec was at. So back in the day, it was called QBC. So like, you know, when I was around there, you know, it's still the trenches, it's the hood, but it was more of a vibe around there. So like I had little childhood friends. I went to Raymond Elementary, summer school, I went to Parkview, you know what I'm saying, around Rock Creek and 640. You know what I'm saying? Like my little second, a little bit my third grade year, I was dead. You know what I'm saying? Went to a school around the Taylor called Petworth Elementary that got shut down when I was young. You know what I'm saying? So like it was a little different because it was more like niggas trying to get money around it. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, I'm even observing this. And it's Amigo land. There's a lot of Hispanics around there too when I was young. So it was a little different around there. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about back before there was even a Georgia Avenue Petworth station. You know what I'm saying? So when I moved from around there, my mother had got a home around there. She got a voucher, and they moved there in a home around Leroy. You know what I'm saying? That was very rare. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the homeowners around Leroy is mostly homeowners or renters. You know what I'm saying? At that time. So when I moved around there when I was probably like 8. I was already going around there when I was like 6 or 7. But I actually moved around there and I was 8 going on 9. You know what I'm saying?
Around Leroy? Yeah,
around Leroy. But I already had little friends and shit around there too. Like all the friends that grew up with me on Elm, U, Lil V. Like I already knew everybody. Like I knew like a good little few. So me transitioning around there. I'm going around there every weekend or every other weekend. Me transitioning around there was cool because they already knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? So I moved around there when I was 8 to 9. And it was a totally different environment. Because like I said, like I lived in a building right before Quincy. It was like my building alone was like, it's really on Randolph Street where all the Hispanics was at. So I lived in a building mostly with Hispanics, you know what I'm saying? Eating fucking red beans and rice and tacos and shit. I'm eating good, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm down the street with the men at Raymond Rec, you know what I'm saying, as a kid. So I go down there. So when I moved around Leroy and shit. I moved around Leroy. It's a totally different game. You know what I'm saying? Because you know I'm a block away from the housing project.
What's the biggest difference?
Man, it was like southeast and northwest. Like, cause I'm a block away from the housing projects on W&V, right? And then not just that, the street I'm on is a drug strip. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a drug strip. It's a low key drug strip though. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody that's outside, they chilling, they cool and vibing, drinking beers and shit. Like you know what I'm saying? Everybody just chilling. And then next thing, you know what I'm saying? You just see some wild shit happen. Like prime example, when I first moved around there, it was African motherfuckers that was doctors and shit. I don't know what was going on in the background, but these motherfuckers used to get broken into every fucking day. And it just happened so random. It'd be 20, 40 guys outside. And I guess they didn't fuck with them niggas. I guess they ain't fuck with the African niggas. They ain't give a fuck about them. I remember to this day, and I first moved around and I'm hanging out with my friend, my old childhood friend, my man Sean and Tyrone. And we just hanging outside. And I just remember some niggas just jumped up the joint, grabbed a bunch of shit, stole some shit, ran down, just drove off, and everybody just looking outside. Like, I never seen that around where I used to live at when I was a kid. So when I first moved around there. And then the major thing was it was way more aggressive than living on that side. You know what I'm saying? On the other side. Not saying niggas sweet on the other side around 35 and Rock Creek and all that. I'm not saying they sweet. I'm just saying Detroit was a little bit more aggressive. So, you know, me as a child, I couldn't process it like as fast as everybody else. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't process it. I never dealt with kids that's on housing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never dealt like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, Uptown tricky because it's like you go around the neighborhood, you wouldn't even know this is a strip. Like, you know what I'm saying? You go one hood uptown, you know what I'm saying? Prime example, like I told you, my family has a home around Rent House, like up the street from Rent House. You know what I'm saying? You go around Rent House, you would just think this shit is like a nice little middle class neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't even know this is a whole rip. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas like you go around Detroit, Sarasota, like that's a little bit more closer downtown. So one thing about like the near downtown part of Uptown, I don't say it's downtown because you know everybody be like, oh, anything around Detroit, Sarasota, Florida Park, that's really downtown. I don't really call that down. I just call it like near downtown. It's still Uptown.
Everybody say it's on the border though.
It's more closer downtown, but I don't want to say because it's still we still Uptown niggas. Like we still go. You know what I'm saying? We not. Detroit niggas go to Cardozo just like niggas up 14th Street. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? So it's a little different. Like, so it's like more housing down there. It's more projects down there. So it's like the same shit that's going on in Northeast and Southeast, it's going on my side. You know what I'm saying? Just like me and my man Cardell, we always get in arguments about Uptown and downtown. And I think I'm so passionate about that because like, I'm not knocking nobody else from another part of Uptown. I'm just saying it's more grimier on this side because it's more project life living. It's more like, you know, even through the gentrification, it's more projects on our side of Uptown. You know what I'm saying? It's more housing on this side.
There's a lot of gentrification.
Yeah, it's a lot of gentrification on my side, but it's more housing on our side. So it's a little bit more weird, like it's a little bit more up. Whereas like another part of Uptown, it's like lower middle class. It might be middle class. You know what I'm saying? They still got shit going on their side, but they living in houses and shit. Now imagine I lived in a house too, but you know what I'm saying? My strip was a little different. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Going uptown. So when I moved around there, I wasn't used to all this aggression. Mind you, I'm 8, 9 years old. I'm a size of a 5th, 6th grader. So now I'm also getting tested by kids that's older than me because they think I'm just their age. But I stayed back. They just thought I stayed back or something. You know what I'm saying?
So tell me, how was it in school? Like, how was it in school for you? Like around there, did y'all all go to the same school?
I went to so what happened was when I first moved around there, I went to Gage Eckerson. Like, so it's 2 schools around Detroit. You got Casey Lewis and you got Gage Eckerson.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I guess Gage Eckerson was like a Christian type of school or something like that. It was some type of school like that. I forgot. It wasn't a private school. It was a public school, but it was like a Pacific public school. I think it was like a Christian Catholic type of school. I can't really remember what type of school it was, but it was like that was the good school, and Casey Lewis was like the dirty, grimy school. You know what I'm saying? Around Detroit. So I went to Casey Lewis and shit. I mean, not Casey Lewis. I went to Gage Eckerson. You know what I'm saying? But there was nothing like it was nothing like it was a little wild though.
What's that? What was that? That's the middle or the high school?
No, it's all elementary.
Oh, elementary.
It's all elementary. So like between like I went there like 3rd grade, I think a little bit of 5th, and then I went to private school out in Mo County for a couple years.
Okay.
But like I went there like get my elementary. That was like the longest elementary school I went to. Like,
because a lot of back then, like a lot of schools in DC used to go from kindergarten to 8th grade.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
But like
I went to Winston.
But remember what I told you?
Motherfucker Fletcher was like that. A lot of schools, you know what I'm saying, in the city went from all that shit. Like,
but remember I told you I moved a lot. So,
right.
Cause like and I'm gonna get to why I moved a lot. But I moved a lot, you know what I'm saying? So my early childhood years wasn't around Detroit. I remember I moved around there when I was 8, 9 years old. My other years, I went to Petworth Elementary around the Taylor, that got shut down. Then after that, I went to Raymond, and then like with the Raymond, and then like my 2nd and a little bit of my 3rd before I moved, and then I went to like summer school, Parkview. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'm trying to think. Nah, I didn't go to Bruce Monroe, but I knew kids that went to Bruce Monroe and shit. So like little bit of them years I was there, and then the rest of my childhood I was at Gage Jefferson. You know
So
what I'm
did
saying?
you finish school? What was it? Did you have any?
Yeah, I
time in
graduated from
school?
Cardozo.
You graduated from Cardozo?
Yeah, I went to so after that,
Okay.
I didn't get a chance to go to like all the kids that's from Leroy, 9th Street. Some really had Edgewood and Shaw, and it was a couple other little neighborhoods, KDP and all them, Fifth, all of them. They went to Shaw, so like all those kids went to Shaw. My grandmother wanted me to go to private school, so you know what I'm saying. We ended up going to a private school out of Rockville and shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
I was on the school, but that shit used to make me mad because all my friends at Shaw. You know what I'm saying? And this is like wrestling era. So like everybody was like big on like you know what I'm saying. It was like a lot of little kid shit. Like you know what I'm saying. We still like everybody having fun and shit. Then they tell them about all the little girls and shit. Niggas getting bitches and shit. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go to that shit. I'm going to this weird ass school with all these prop ass white kids and shit. Like, I'm like, man, I'm mad as shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So what were some big challenges in that school, that private school that you faced?
Oh, shit, I don't even. All right. Fuck it. Hey, no cut, right?
Yeah, it is no
hey,
weather,
should
man.
I talk about it? You think I should talk about it? Should I
What
talk
happened?
about it? I don't even know, bro. Should I talk about it for real?
Talk about it.
It was a special ed school, bro.
Oh, the private school
Yeah,
was
the
a
private
special
school
ed
was a special ed school,
For real?
bro. So I don't know what it was special ed school, bro. I went to special ed school while good. My grandmother was a teacher and shit. Like my grandmother, my mother's mother, she was a teacher, and like I don't know. I guess I was just like,
So you
more I
went there
think
'cause
about it.
she was teaching there or something?
No, she wasn't teaching there.
Oh.
She was just like, I guess I wasn't attentive in school enough. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really care for doing school work. You know what I'm saying? School kind of bored. Like when I think about it now, I think school bored me. And I admit, I'm ADHD. I ain't one track minded. Like I can focus on one thing. Like I just focus on one thing and I stick to that one thing. Like you know what I'm saying? And I was so focused on something else, I think it did affect my schoolwork. So they like, I didn't know how to, read properly, spell properly, write properly. But I think like especially my mother's a big over exaggerator. So like she over exaggerated like my issue. So she made it seem like I had a full blown dyslexia, learning disability and stuff like that. But it was like I was in special ed class in elementary and all that, like my 3rd and 4th grade year when I was in there. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do bad in school. It just I would just get distracted. Really.
Like behavior.
I was really good at
like
math, so I was like, "Hi, y'all," saying I can't read and spell and write when I'm acing. I'm a B+ student in fucking math. You know what I'm saying? I got advanced, proficient. You know what I'm saying? The grading was different in Gage Jefferson, so you didn't get ABs, you got proficient, advanced. I was getting proficiencies in that motherfucker.
So
you know
what type of kid was you? Was you getting bullied? Was you class clown?
I was a very good kid, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was a very good kid. I ain't no these bluffing ass niggas talking about I was the badass, none of that shit. I was a kid that wanted to be a kid. You know what I'm saying? But what happened was like over my life, like over time in my life, like I mentioned, I moved from one environment. It was like I moved from one environment, had shit going on, to a environment that was crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm talking. This is pre-gentrification of Detroit pop. This is the grimy. Like you know what I'm saying? And like, I remember to this day, like 2 weeks after I moved around there, I remember some kids. I remember my man, shout out my man, Delonzo. You know what I'm saying? My man Delonzo, this was my right hand, but he was 2 years older than me and shit. And he, he was already around the neighborhood. So like me, I'm a newcomer, and I remember it to this day. Cause it usually be the old Gage on Elm, like right on flat on Elm Street, where the playground at now, cause they destroyed it. And then you had the old Gage, like which they made apartments. The old Gage got burned down back in the day. See, this is how y'all know I grew up around the neighborhood, cause I know shit. The old Gage got abandoned, and I don't know. It was always rumors. They said it was a nuclear. I don't know. It was like always little fake rumors and shit, like what happened to the old Gage. But I think overall it just got abandoned. But there used to be a basketball court in the back of the old Gage, right there on 2nd and Elm. So we used to play basketball, like all the neighborhood kids from 1st Street to Leroy. We all used to play basketball right there. And I remember we playing basketball. I'm some shit and shit. But, I'm playing. This is my first basketball. I'm ready to play basketball and shit. I just remember the two kids. They older than me. I'm like 8, 9 years old. And motherfuckers like 11, 12. They trying to rob me for my basketball, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so you got in a lot of fights when you first moved around.
When I first moved around, it was just like I got a lot of motherfuckers that was like older than me. Like I told you,
because you was big.
I was big for my age. Like you see me now, I'm like 6'3", touching 300. You know what I'm saying? I was always a chunky, chubby kid. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But I was like really chunky and chubby. So I think they just thought I was older than what I was. You know what I'm saying? So like say for example, me, me in the 3rd grade with another 3rd grader. He's like half my height. If I get in a fight with him, it's gonna look like I'm bullying him. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna look like I'm bullying him, but me and him the same age. Yeah, me and him the same age. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it'll be like he'll get his 5th grade big brother or 6th grade big brother, and I had to, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, this nigga tall as shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like condolences to the family. I ain't talking bad. I remember like it was a nigga named Ray Sean that I used to have beef with when we was kids. You know what I'm saying? He known as Ray Shoe. You know what I'm saying? He's a well-known youngin from around the park. He died like probably like about 12, 13 years ago. Condolences, my deepest condolences to the family and shit. There's nothing but love on my side. I'm just telling a kid childhood story. And I remember to this day, when I first moved around here, him, it was a nigga named Jeffrey, and it was another nigga, I can't even think of no names. They used to always fuck with me, but these niggas tall as shit. Yeah. And I remember one day I'm trying to get tough, like, man, Ray Sean a bitch. As a kid, I'm saying cuss words as a kid, trying to fake like I'm tough, man. Right. And I remember he just came to me and said, hey, why you talking shit? We was in the back of gates. I mean, he just popped over me, boop, stole me and shit. I'm trying to fight, but I ain't, like, I don't know, I'm a kid, bro. Like, I don't know no better, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So every time we used to fake little beef and shit, but, you know, he was older, so, but, like, he was older. Like, he was taller, older. And he was always tall. I think he was taller than me. You know what I'm saying? When we got older.
So take me to life after, like, you leaving high school and all that shit. What was you doing?
Yeah, I graduated Cardoza and shit. Yeah, you didn't even get to my Cardoza story and shit.
You ain't, go ahead. I just said school. Go ahead. What happened to Cardoza for you?
Yeah, shit, those was crazy. Cause I came from motherfucking fucking a private school for like 4 years and shit. I came from Cardoza, so I ain't been in public school in like 4 years, bro. You know what I'm saying? From the 6th to the probably 3 years. I'm fucking up. Yeah, 6th to the 8th. And I come back, man. Shit just got crazy. I'm like, oh shit, like life is just lifing again. I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? My whole fashion fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm wearing the most Bama shit.
So you was getting bearded on, they was getting on and all that.
Bro, I came back with some shacks on and shit, bro. I'm fucked up. Cause you know, like, you know, and then not just that, like I'm poor. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm poor. And you know what I'm saying? I ain't got no money and shit. And you know, I'm still like in kitty, young nigga mode. I'm 14 years old.
Who was you home with? Like, what was your house like? Like, you got brothers and sisters and shit?
I got an older, I got like, brothers was already in their 30s and 40s when I was like born. Well, my father, who just, you know, my father recently passed away and shit, but
sorry about that.
No, it's you know, it's my heart though. But like, yeah, he recently passed away, so he had me when he was 40. My mother was like late 20s, early 30s when she had me. You know what I'm saying? So my brother on my mother's side was already 12, 13 years old. But my father's side was already grown men, grown women. You know what I'm saying? Out here. You know what I'm saying? So it was already grown men. So like technically, because by the time I turned 13, 14, my brother on my mother's side was already out the house with his baby mama living with her, and then my father and them, they kids already on. I ain't really know them for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm really technically an only child. You get what I'm saying? I'm technically an only child.
So it was just you and Mom Dukes at that
Really
point.
Me and Mom. And then like, you know, my mother and my father got into it and shit. She kicked him out. And then like, you know what I'm saying? She kicked him out, and then she moved my technically my they never married, but they moved my stepfather. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Technically, they never got married, but I would consider him because he was a part of my life for a long time too. You know what I'm saying? And raised him in there and shit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and that was a struggle in itself too. You know what I'm saying? Going through that shit.
Yeah. Why you feel that was a struggle?
Shit, it was a lot of shit, man. Like that's why I put. Like I do all my ups and downs. I always put my street on because I witnessed and seen it all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I mean, statute of limitations like 15, 16 years ago. Like my house became a drug house. Yeah. Motherfuckers don't even know that shit. Like my house became a drug house. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm watching junkies coming in and out of my house. Like prostitute janks in my house. Like I'm watching motherfuckers like, you know what I'm saying? Police rushing the house, lock motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching all type of shit. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It was always little issues going in and out when my father was there, but my father kind of kept things in control. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like my father used to sell a little bit of weed and shit. You know what I'm saying? He used to sell a little bit of weed out, but he'd never do it in the house though. He'd go outside and try to hustle up some little weed money and shit. A little bit of weed money, but when he moved in and shit, I ain't gonna put all his business out there, but like when he moved in that shit just changed. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just was no control in that house, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we never had like a SWAT team and nobody kicking the door in, but it's been like incidents, you know what I'm saying? That I seen and observed, and you know what I'm saying? And like,
how old was you at that time when that shit happened?
Probably like my whole life, like I say, all that changed within like, cause it's like it was so crazy how life just got the life. Like you 8 to 11 years old, and you just a oblivious to everything that's going on in life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Oblivious to everything that's going on in life. And then 11, 12, 13 hit. My father out, not in the house no more, so, you know what I'm saying? My father's still around, but he ain't around. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like, he not around and shit. I don't hold that on him and shit. You know what I'm saying? Really, for real.
Okay.
You know, but he ain't around like he used to be, so there's really no structure with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm kind of rebellious towards my mother and shit, and he coming in the house trying to make demands towards me and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like he my father or something. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what the fuck going on?
Y'all bump heads a lot.
It was more like I feel like, you know, because he was an older guy and whatever. I try to be respectful. You know what I'm saying? But I still had that animosity towards him. You know what I'm saying? I still had that animosity. I had my animosity towards my mother too. You know what I'm saying? Like I had animosity towards the whole situation. I'll be rebellious, leave out the house like I'm at 11, 12 years old, going to my best friend's house and shit, trying to get away. You know what I'm saying? They know where I'm, like, most likely they know where I'm at, but it's like me, 11, 12, like imagine your 11, 12, 13-year-old just run away for 2 days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't tell nobody nothing. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got a phone or nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is when cell phones, they weren't really cell phones out. Like, you had the little...
You feel like you ain't had nobody to vent to. You
I ain't had nobody to vent
to.
So
Going through, you ain't really had nowhere out there.
I just would be with my friends, you know what I'm saying? But most likely they know I was only with 1 or 2 type of friends in the household, and I'd be gone for like 2-3 days straight, you know what I'm saying? And I wouldn't be out here selling drugs and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or nothing like that. I just was rebellious. I didn't know how to.
You ain't never
myself.
tried hustle knowing that you saying all the activity.
Nah,
activity?
I actually grew a hatred for hustling and drugs.
Okay.
Like the smell of crack used to anger me. It used to make me mad as shit. You know what I'm saying? I used to hate that smell. Like, you know how like motherfuckers be like, I hate the smell of dips. I hate the smell of crack.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I hate the smell of it. I absolutely hate it. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like it fucked up my house in a lot of ways.
So you had a resentment for it more so than trying to go do it.
And like, I didn't understand the crackheads. You know, as you get older, you feel like you ain't treat them well. But as I got older, I started disrespecting crackheads. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I started like get the fuck out of my house and shit. Like, I don't want you in here. Like, I remember one time, this is a little years later, you know, we shouldn't be, you know, it's a little forward. I mean, I guess we can forward a little bit. I remember one time, Junkie was in my house. I'm like, at the time, I think I was like 18, 19 at the time. You know what I'm saying? I think I'm coming from job court, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever. We get to that story later. But I just remember one time, I was knocked out asleep, and my mother was in the house, and a junkie came in the house, and I guess she let him hit the crack rock in the house, and that shit pissed me off so much. I had this big ass speaker. You remember the old stereo speakers and shit?
Right.
That you used to hook your boombox to and help them get loud and shit. Like, I picked up that joint and just do that shit. It's like, you know, his ass so fast. Right. I picked the shit up and just tried to throw it in his ass, like, get the fuck out of my house, rust his ass out.
So it was your stepfather was hustling back then?
Yeah, he was hustling and shit. But I think some shit transpired and shit I don't want to talk about, and he ended up not being in the house no more. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
But my mother was smart though. She had a little hustle though. Like, she'd make a couple of dollars letting the crack in, because like you know, they smoke crack around the projects around the park. They fuck around housing, busting the door, lock them up and shit. You know what I'm saying? Right. So my mother had a little hustle. She'd just get the little junkies, give her a couple of dollars and shit, and she'd let them do what they want to do in the house.
Right.
Yeah, like little shit like that.
So she was trying to get her little side.
Yeah, it was smart. But at the same time, I didn't like it though. Right. You know what I'm saying?
So let's get to anything else you want to say about Cardozo before we go to the next one.
I mean, shit.
Anything happened in Cardozo that you remember that you want?
The mercury spill.
Huh?
The mercury spill, shit.
Oh, yeah.
You remember the mercury spill?
Nah, I don't remember that.
You don't remember that story?
Nah.
Oh my God, this shit now caught up. You don't remember the mercury spill 2004?
Nah, talk
that
about
was
it.
Crazy. I you know, we got a lot of stories to talk about, but I remember, you don't remember that shit? That shit made news. Like,
nah, I don't remember that.
I know the nigga who did it. Shit, that shit was crazy. Like, that shit was wild as shit, man. Mercury spill, man. We was stuck in school for like a whole from the day to night. I had to go to work that day. You know what I'm saying? I was mad as shit. Then fucking Cardozo got shut down. We had to fuck around and be at UDC, fights breaking out. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole lot of stories. Yeah. I would just tell it like this. I'm gonna tell it like this. I can't speak for Cardozo now. I ain't go to Cardozo. I went to Cardozo. I went to Dozer. Like me and Shy Glizzy used to get to.
I was just about to ask you that. So listen. So before we leave this high school shit, you and Shy was online and y'all was going back and forth. You was trying to tell him what school he went to. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, it was just the heat of the moment and shit. It was y'all like the heat of the moment. It was the heat of the moment and shit. So I don't know if he went to Eastern or Dozer first. You know what I'm saying? Shy Glizzy was like.
But the way you was telling him, you was more so like, nah, nigga, you went here.
So it was like, because the whole argument wasn't even about Shy Glizzy. It was about Wale. It was a big post that I made about Wale. It was somebody.
All right, let's talk about it. What was the initial incident?
The
What happened? You
initial
made a post.
incident, mind you, I ain't got no problem with Wale.
Okay.
I fuck with Wale. I'm proud of everything that he's accomplished. You know what I'm saying? In and outside the DMV, I have no problem with Wale. But it's like if you on a blog page, you know what I'm saying? If you on a blog page, whether it's good media or bad media, you should expect criticism, especially on a rapper his caliber. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it wasn't more so him. It was his entourage and people that support him and shit. So basically, it was some shit about, it was like, you know, the fam. You remember the Family Guy joint where everybody put their hands in, and then they moved the other hand. It was like the wooden hand. Like yeah. So you know how like they always used to put like the top 5 like hip hop rappers of the 2010s. They'll put Drake, Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole. It was another rapper, and then they put Wale, and then they try to brush the Wale joint off. Like,
right.
Yeah. So I thought it was just funny. I'm like, damn, why they do Wale like that? You know what I'm saying?
So you posted it.
Huh?
You
I
made a
posted
post.
it, right? It was a repost. So next minute, my whole comment section full of Wale supporters, people that signed under him or got some money with him, everybody who was fucking with him and shit. Everybody was fucking with him and shit. Like, they just got on my line and shit. So I got on live about that shit. Like, hold on, y'all ain't about to attack me because I'm bidding on Wale. Why can't I bid on Wale? Y'all want me to bid about every other DMV rap. I can't bid on Wale. So that's what it started about. Like, damn, I can't post nothing funny. That's the bid. I even sent the shit. I didn't even know Wale was following me at the time. Wale followed me. I said, hey, bro, you know I ain't got no problems with you, bro. I sent him the post and everything. He's like, oh, yeah. I said, bro, it's just a post, bro. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. I ain't mean no harm. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I get on live. You know what I'm saying? This pandemic too.
Okay.
I get on live. Everybody getting on me. Malik. What's the brother name from Eat? You know what I'm saying? Me and him rapping. He talking about some. He get on the live talking some nigga. Is you a troll? Is you a troll? That's all I need to know. He real passionate about Wale. I'm like, what the fuck wrong with bro? Hey. Next minute, whole time, I'm talking to a couple little rappers and shit. The next minute, all I knew was Glizzy in my live. You know what I'm saying? What is he doing in my live and shit like that? But mind you, I do remember bro though. You know what I'm saying? I got a crazy story too. It's crazy how shit play out too. I said, Lil Hefe, I was like, Lil Hefe, man, what you want, bro? Because I already know you coming here to start shit. You know what I'm saying?
So did he comment first, or he just?
He was commenting under my shit, and everybody saying, "Add Glizzy." I wasn't even going to add, bro. I didn't even want that type of attention. I didn't want that type of drama. I'm trying to do with DMV. You gonna want me? I'm dealing with global motherfuckers. Like 2,000 motherfuckers gonna get on my live because they see this shit, right? So long story short, I said, all right, I'm gonna add him on here. What you want? I said, what you want, Lil Marquise? I called him by his real name. That's what his name was in the go-go. Lil Marquise from 37. That was his name. Like, that's what they used to call him in Dozer.
How the fuck I ain't never seen you before?
You a fucking liar, Lord. Man, bro, get the fuck out of here.
What part of Uptown you from?
What school did you go to? What was the first school you went to, bro?
Eastern.
No, Cardozo.
Bitch, that ain't the first school I went to.
Yes, it was. It was the first school you went to.
Is you fucking dumb?
Playing.
Man, shut your big head ass up, bitch. I went to Eastern. Everybody
running, bro.
Is you
the
fucking
first school you went to was Dozer, bro.
What's Eastern? Shut your stupid ass up.
Call them in the go-go's. There's an OTOB CD with Meaty stabbing him. Lil Marquise, nigga, 37. Yeah. That's what they used to call him. That's why I knew him as. So I'm like, what you want, bro? He told me some. I don't. That's when the whole situation happened and shit. And I was like, bro, you went there. He's like, what's your first school, bro? He said, Eastern. You know, nigga, Dozer. It was just the heart of the moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he went to Eastern. I don't know if he went to Eastern. Because one thing about Dozer, when I went to Dozer was the school, if you got kicked out of, you was going to Dozer.
Right.
It was like, it's an uptown school. Yeah, we got uptown niggas in here, right? But it's either that you went to the shelter on like the second home joint for the juvies on 14th Street. Like, I think it was like a little second home program and shit that they put you in on 14th Street, and they, like the little group home joint, and you went to there, or you got kicked out of your school wherever you was from, and they ended up putting you. If you ain't go to choice, you went to Dozer. I don't know why.
So what you just thought you thought you remember him from Dozer?
No, he did go to Dozer.
Oh,
it
so
wasn't. I thought he went to Dozer. He did go to Dozer, but he was younger than me though. Like, mind you, I'm in 11th and 12th. He's probably like in 9th and 10th. He's like 3 years younger than me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, but like, I knew him from like my man, like, you know what I'm saying? Remember, you know, my childhood. You know what I'm saying? Like my childhood, I had friends around 35 in Rock Creek, like my little. So I still knew a couple of them. So I used to hang out with them a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Used to be cool. Like, we was cool politicking and shit. And then like, I remember he used to come around and hang out with us and shit, you know what I'm saying? So I remember, bro, like I was the best friends hanging out with him and shit, you know what I'm saying? But like me and him would be like he be rapping with motherfuckers talking about some, yeah, man. I remember one time he was like, bro, I know how to play the drums and all that shit. Dre from ABM, my cousin and shit. He used to say shit like this, like you know what I'm saying? I remember all this shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I remember, bro, and like, you know what I'm saying? Me and him have little brief conversations. I remember I was cool with my man from Geraldine in the hallways and shit. We smoking this pre-Capone, this black and mild every day and shit. So we freaking the black and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be like little badass and shit in the hallways, doing little bad shit. We smoking Cabones and black and miles and shit. He rolling up a little Reggie J and shit. Smoking a little Reggie J, little Roach and shit. Fucking Creighton. This how I know. This how you know. Those are third floor. Creighton hit the joint. You know what I'm saying? Talking about something, hey, Lucky. They used to call me Lucky and Dozer. Yeah, Lucky, come in. I'm gonna tell your grandma, shorty. And shit like that. Bro, we hit the, you know what I'm saying? Little shit like that. So, like, I remember Brian Dozer, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but he was so passionate saying, like, dog, bitch, I went to Eastern. Like,
nah, nigga, you went to Dozer too.
Yeah.
He told me Dozer was my fifth school. How is your, I ain't.
Oh, so he did say he ended up.
He said like, those are my fifth school. I say, how you a freshman and those are your fifth school? You got kicked out of 5 schools in 1 year? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because if you get kicked out of school, automatically they send you the choice. You know what I'm saying? If you send out choice. If they don't want you, like, they don't want you in no DCPS, they want you in Anacostia choice. I don't know what's going on now, but when I went to Dozer, when I went to DCPS, you go to choice. You know what I'm saying? You get a spell from high school, you go to choice. Whether temporary or permanent, you go to choice. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? If you didn't get kicked out of every school, if you got just kicked out of that one school, you can go to another school, you know what I'm saying? And do a little zoning paper and you can go to that school. So I don't know. And then, you know what I'm saying? He used to tell motherfuckers, yeah, nigga, I did 2 years. And I don't know, he used to tell motherfuckers this in the cafeteria. I did 2 years, so I'm thinking he came from the group home on 14th Street, you know what I'm saying? So that's my assumption. You know what I'm saying? That's my assumption. So I'm like, nigga, those you in first school. Nigga, 9th, 10th grade, yeah, you was there.
So have you and Shy ever talked since then? Y'all good?
I ain't beefing with bro. I ain't talked to him since. I seen him around. But you know, I'm gonna say something positive because I ain't make this like a bid on Shy or nothing like this. This ain't no, like, I'm really proud of bro though. You know what I'm saying? It was that heat of the moment type of situation. You know what I'm saying? It was just that heat of the moment type of situation. So it wasn't like I wasn't knocking bro because he probably don't remember this though, but I remember I was down gallery and shit. This back in the gallery, it's like probably 09, 010 and shit, like 2010. And I remember I saw bro, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And, you know, and I was like, damn, bro, I got the fresh cut. Cause you know, back in the days he had little plats and shit, you know what I'm saying? Got a little taller and shit. And I'm like, damn, what's up, bro? Like, hey, what the fuck you been at, bro? Like, yeah, man, I'm cool and shit. I'm like, bro, what you been up to? I remember it to this day. I got picture memory, so Shy, you cannot say I'm bluffing on this. This is 2010. Man, bro told me, say, bro, I'm doing my rapping thing now. I was like, oh yeah, that's what's up, bro. Yeah, keep doing your thing. Then I asked him, can I see his BlackBerry and shit? Because he had the BlackBerry phone, the BlackBerry Storm and shit. See, this is how I know my picture memory on point. My phone, it died. I'm trying to call these little broads and shit. I'm like, hey, bro, I see your phone real quick. He's like, yeah, make the call. I said, bet. All right, cool, gone. Dialed him up, I'm gone. 5, 6, like, not I say probably like a year later, I see his first music video when he had the little Oreos cap, the old Shy Glizzy joint. You know what I'm saying? He say, fire. I'm like, oh shit, bro, really rapping. And he doing a little bit of numbers too. He doing like, you know, YouTube back in the day, you doing 10, 20,000. That's good. Like,
and it wasn't even no Dmvhoodznnewz at that point.
Not at all. Dmvhoodznnewz, yeah. We gonna get to that part.
Yeah, we about to get to that too. And then, so let's get, first off, I know you fuck with go-go heavy. So before you even was Dmvhoodznnewz, was you just go-go head like you
I
always
was big go-go head. Like, that was like my way of venting a little bit because I was going through so much in my personal life. Like that was like my way of venting. So like I used to work in Ben & Jerry's and shit. Like I used my little tip money, my last $15 of tip money to go to the Love TV or whatever little go-go that was going on and shit. Like that was my go-go was my life, I would say. You know what I'm saying? In a way. You know what I'm saying?
Who was your favorite band?
See, like, my first go-go I ever went to was the Neon. So I went to a CCB show. Like my you know, you go to the little Unifests and stuff like that, but my actual go-go was actually a Maryland go-go. Okay. So I would go see Cold Hearted, CCB, TMA, all these older bands and shit back in the days. And then what happened was like, I guess the Maryland go-go started getting shut down, the DC club started getting shut. So it was only one go-go open uptown because they shut the Black Hole down. I went to one Black Hole event. I started going to the Love TV. Okay. So like I started going to Love TV. So my favorite bands like back in the days I was growing up to was like, you know, it was Reaction back then. You know what I'm saying? TOB, True Expressions, KOB, Uptown bands, the original Game Over. Niggas don't even know Game Over is an Uptown band, original Uptown band. You know what I'm saying? Before like they came out with they big song in 09 and shit. I remember 06, 07 Game Over. You know what I'm saying? Nigga bands people even heard of IEB, IBM.
Yeah.
Like niggas ain't even heard of. You know what I'm saying? I also grew up to 3DB. You know what I'm saying? But
I heard of 3DB.
yeah, I say my favorite band though during the golden era, like the Bounce Be Golden era, was ABM though. ABM was my favorite band, bro. I promise you, bro.
That's crazy. That's what I was telling. I forgot who the fuck I was talking to.
And T.O.B. I put T.O.B. in that conversation too. T.O.B. was my favorite band too. Okay. So it's like it's a toss between T.O.B. and ABM.
Right. Yeah, ABM had a mean wave like years ago. Somebody told they still be cranking like shit too.
Man.
I remember back then their wave was like crazy when they came out with that. I think it was Bobbers or something.
Yeah,
man, they was fucking everything up. Like they had like a Wheezy wave, like a Lil Wayne wave.
I remember when I started going to the Neon and shit, and I never got because ABM was opening back then. So like they was like the first or the second band playing. So when we go to the Neon, I want to go see ABM. I remember motherfuckers like cranking I remember niggas cranking like shit to they shit in the car, and I can't even listen to it because we get there late. We come from the city. We come all the way from Uptown, Northeast and shit, and coming all the way down. You know what I'm saying? We come all the way down, all the way out fucking Clinton. We getting stranded out that bitch. We trying to do whatever we need to get out that motherfucker. I'm talking really getting stranded. Walking on the highway trying to figure out where the closest train station at, bro. Like real shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, I went to go see ABM live one time. No, live. They played at the Love TV one time, bro. Nah, I promise you, that was the best go-go. Like, them. And then Prime reaction, 07, 08 reaction, that was my favorite reaction of all time. Like, I'd tell Rick that any day. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you was doing at Lil Pearl. I don't care what you was doing anywhere. Reaction at the Onyx and Love TV, that was the... No, I take it back even before that. 05, 06 reaction, when they was doing breakdown and they wasn't bouncing. 05 to 08, that was my favorite reaction, bro. That was my favorite reaction. I'm talking with Doris, Lord, all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so take me to where you got the motivation to be like, man,
I want to make some money on there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna show some love. I'm gonna shout out to Mr. Rashad. They was the one that was running the Love TV back in 06, 07. And I used to see him how he conduct the business and shit. And I was like, damn, what if I could do that? You know what I'm saying? Because everybody wanted to be in the go-go band. Everybody I ain't gonna say he's the reason why I started, but it put something in my head.
So what, he was a promoter?
Yeah, he was like a promoter, and he owned the Love TV.
But so you started promoting before you started blogging?
Way before. I've been in go-go since officially in go-go since 09.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 09.
So go ahead and talk about.
So 09 for real. I would say 09 because I would say I was a part of it, but I would say I would help my man Tone Ty Moose. Black Money Entertainment. They was like one of the hottest promoters. Like nobody really give them their credit. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Dusty too, City Dreams Entertainment, True Expressions. They was like, when it came to Uptown, not even just Uptown Go, but they was packing out CFEs, they was packing out all that. Nobody really give them their credit though. You know what I'm saying? They always talk about Team Major, and shout out to them, TJ Smooth Dude. They'll talk about a couple other niggas and shit, but they don't never bring up Black Money. You know what I'm saying? Like that'd be crazy.
So tell us, what was your steps to doing it? Like what would you do? Like
I would just watch it for real, and then I just started promoting for them. I'm like, yeah, man, and then they'll just throw me a couple extra dollars. They'll do $60, $100. You know what I'm saying? Little slight shit.
So what you was passing out flyers?
Passing out flyers with them and shit. Like I was really fucking with them. I was fucking with them heavy. I wouldn't say I was a part of it, but I was fucking with them. You know what I'm saying? I was fucking with them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Promoting shit. So I was fucking with them and shit, man. They was really good, man, and shit. And I observed and watched them. And I remember I did my very first go-go I did around my way. It was like a little venue in Howard, and it was my going away because I was about to go to Job Corps. You know what I'm saying? So I was about to go to Job Corps and shit. And I remember I brought my man. I had a little group down Garland. You know, everybody had a little group. I had a group called Swag Team and shit. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And we used to call it the Swag Team and shit. So I brought 20, 30 of my men with that. 20, 30 of my men with that shit. And, you know, the neighborhood niggas came in. And a lot of motherfuckers had. My first show, I remember to this day, I had 3DB, ABM. Did No Vision play?
So you had them come to your show that you promoted?
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so I did a show. I told them this is why I won my liner, because at the time I was a big 3DB fan. And I was a big 3DB fan and shit like that. So I brought 3DB, ABM, True Expressions, New Vision, a couple little bands and shit. I think I put Highly Respected. Shout out to did I put Highly Respected? I don't know, I put some band on
So
there.
you had to pay them, right?
At the time, it was all within your budget. You know, go-go at the time, go-go bands ain't really cared too much for money. You know what I'm saying? They cared about money. Don't get it twisted. They would like to get paid, but it was more so they had that drive and love for go-go. You know what I'm saying?
And
they
was gonna come fuck with you regardless.
Yeah, they was gonna fuck with you. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like I remember, like but you know, and it all depends on how the show do. You know what I'm saying? If the show do like 2,000 people, 800 to 1,000 people, they gonna expect something. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna expect to do it for free. But it was more passion and love for go-go back in the day. It wasn't, you know what I'm saying? Like
how it is now.
It's how it is now. It's more money hungry now.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get to that.
So we about to get to it. So when you take off, what job corps did you go to?
I'm in the Keystone Job Corps.
What's that?
Yeah.
Virginia or some shit?
No. That's Pennsylvania.
That's Pennsylvania.
Yeah, I went there for like a year.
Okay. Yeah. So when you went there for like a year, you
came
back
and I had
home?
a whole plan. I had a plan in my mind because I went for my trade. I really wanted to do security, but they wasn't offering licensing and stuff. So I was like, nah. So I went there for it's crazy. I went for medical assistance. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I went for medical assistance and shit. And I was in there for about like a year, like 10, 11 months.
Came home, didn't do no medical assistance shit.
You said what?
I said you came home and didn't do no medical assistance shit.
No.
Yeah.
Hell no. I came home with my little job corps check for like $1,200. Blew that shit on liquor and bitches and partying and shit, and that money was gone.
Right.
Like, but my goal was, I was like, damn, I'm about to be a go-go promoter. Like, I'm about to get into this shit and do this shit by myself. Because my men and them, all the go-go promoters, they like, I wouldn't say go-go was dying, but I think the promoters started looking into the club scene more. You know what I'm saying? So, like, the club side more, and then that's when the rap, I started noticing the rap shit. Like, you know, the rap 2010, 11, that's when Fat Trail came, Shot Glizzy, Light Show, that 2010 to 2012, rap shit started to really spark. You know what I'm saying? I noticed it from a Heinz, like I noticed it. But, you know, I was still stuck on go-go, and I'm like, damn, I'm trying to throw the biggest go-go show, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. I'm fucking with 3DB, shout out my 3DB family, shout out to Sibo and shit, you know what I'm saying, and you know, all that, you know what I'm saying, all that type of time. And I was just trying to learn, I was trying to soak the game up in go-go, like I was trying to learn more and more.
So you came home still with the mind state like, I'm promoting, I'm about to promote.
Yeah, but I ain't had no money to do it.
Right.
Yeah, so I ain't had no money. I ain't had no job. I was hard for me to get a job. So, but like once I got a little bit of money, I tried to do my first show and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Tried to do my first. The show flopped though, but
for real?
Yeah, my very first show, man. Shout out my nigga Payne, long live my nigga Payne and shit. You know what I'm saying? NTM. I tried to do a show with NTM.
Where y'all booked that show at?
At Hades, Uptown on Georgia Avenue.
Oh, okay.
And I had it like NTM and Game Over. It's like 2011. That show flopped. I probably had like 15 people in there. I went to the ATM. This back when you fly, you went to that ATM and try to pay motherfuckers off and shit.
Right. So tell me, what was the motivation to get in the blog? And like you see all this, you doing the promotion shit, you doing the go-go's, you like, man, I still ain't making no money.
So
when did you
so I started
like
when I was still doing go-go, I started doing go-go's and shit. So the Dmvhoodznnewz thing kind of sparked. So this is how I used to promote my events, right? Or I promoted an event, right? I don't think before Hoods and News, it was something called DMV stamp page. It was on Facebook and Twitter. I wasn't the originator of the DMV stamp page on Facebook, but I started the Twitter one. You know what I'm saying? Like the Twitter was mine, like my joint. So what happened was I ended up being like one of the owners of the DMV stamp joint. Okay. So I would show neighborhoods love and you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I started showing neighborhoods love and shit, and that shit used to gravitate. So motherfuckers were like shout out at Rob High Quality. They were hiring me to promote their events for them. Like they had a Plaza 23 event or something like that, and I had the youngest in touch. Like this where the party at. We about to go to Plaza 23.
Yeah.
And like shows get packed the fuck out, and you know what I'm saying, little shit like that. Motherfuckers would pay me and shit. So then what happened was I started to notice like. Yeah, I started gravitating a little fan base and shit. Oh, no, this was also what happened. A lot of motherfuckers don't even know this. It was an early page called Team Uptown DC.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a little joint. I started showing all the Uptown hoods. I would take pictures of Uptown hoods, show a lot of Uptown hoods love and shit like that. But what I would do is I would try to infuse my events with the Uptown or with a DMV event.
Right.
And I try to infuse it with what I was doing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, long story short, so that already intrigued me, like showing hoods, showing people love and shit. So that already intrigued me for real. And then the go-go culture just started dying. So I just like, man, bro, I had one little event I tried to do out Baltimore. I got into an altercation and shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit just unmotivated me now. Like it was like I was like, I don't want to do this shit no more, bro. I'm losing money off this shit. You know what I'm saying?
But the promotion side?
Yeah, on the promotion, I'm losing money. I ain't really making no money from this shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? I ain't making no money. Motherfuckers started seeing a little less interested. You know what's crazy? You know what I'm saying? You know what's crazy? Go-Go could have still been booming at the time for real. Go-Go was still booming. Motherfuckers was still pulling up and coming and shit, right? But at the same time, I just didn't know how to promote. And I look at it now, because now, I got a whole system of how I promote. I got a bigger platform, and I know how to promote a lot better. So if I had the platform I had now to that I had back in the days, I would pack out everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the time, I didn't know how to promote. I was just really, I would say, I wouldn't even say I was a promoter. I was more just an investor. You know what I'm saying? A failed investor. You know what I'm saying? And it just wasn't working. So I just took a break from the shit. And what happened was, the introduction to Dmvhoodznnewz was, I started watching YouTubers and shit on YouTube and shit. I'm bored as shit at work. I'm bored at work. Like, I'm bored. I was working security, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing security since I was 21. So I just started doing security, and I remember working at Tyler House, wild ass Tyler House around the border. Around there and shit, man, wild ass time. But I just remember, like, you know, you work a late night shift, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and shit. That's when YouTube used to be on your phones now, on the smartphones and shit. So I'd be just looking at old, like what treated me was the Chicago drill wave and shit, the early 2014, 13, 14, 15 wave, and they break it down how shit. I'm like, man, this job like sound like the city a little bit. I'm like, what if somebody can do this for DC? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What if somebody can do this for the metropolitan area and shit? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm an Uptown Northwest nigga, but I've been all over the DMV.
So what was that Chicago blogger doing? He was talking about
the drill culture and the shootings and the killings
he was
and shit.
Talking about okay.
Yeah, he was talking
because
about
academics was doing that.
Yeah, academics was doing that. The one that motivated
he
me.
wasn't even from Chicago. Okay, go ahead.
You know, it's crazy. The one that motivated me wasn't even academics. It was a nigga named Chicago Street News, or not Chicago Street News. It was Chicago something.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't even think of the name right now. He really got me started. He gave me my first 1,000 subscribers and all that shit, man. Yeah, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I remember that shit, bro.
Okay.
And I just remember I was just doing stories and shit, and the shit was building up traction. And I talked about, and I remember the story about the OG Man and Big Fly. I don't want to bring that up. You know,
I know about that story.
Yeah, you remember that story and shit. That shit went global and shit. And I ain't even know Flock. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making up shit for real. I just really just started working a regular job. I tried to live a family life at the time. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to do the regular. And then I just started learning. About this rap scene out here. I already knew about Trail, Light Show, Shy, Glizzy, Wale. But then I started watching these new rappers emerge out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And everybody trying to be a rapper now. You know what I'm saying? It was just like the go-go way. I remember when T.O.B. was hot. Everybody wanted to be the next T.O.B. You know what I'm saying? It was the same thing with the rap scene. Like 2015, 16, I'm watching Swaggy, and I'm watching Q the Fool starting to blow up. I'm watching Big Flock. I kind of already knew who Flock was from the Thrax shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I'm watching Thrax and Flock, and you know what I'm saying? I'm watching them. I'm watching this whole new scene emerge out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And you know they taking advantage of the internet and shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching this from the sideline. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'm a go-go nigga, so I'm not really understanding it. But then what I'm also realizing is that the all ages are done. For 2014-15, the all ages was done, so there wasn't no new generation of go-go bands to play at. You know what I'm saying? All go-go events was at 18 and overs and 21 and overs. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? So the all ages done. They shut down all the all ages. The youngest ain't got nothing to do, so I guess they just started rapping. You know what I'm saying? Me at that time, being in my, I think, mid-20s at the time, I didn't understand it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't understand it, but think about it, the youngest ain't got shit to do. You know what I'm saying? So they might as well use some type of talent, learn, you know, start rapping. So I'm watching this, and then I'm watching this drill scene shit, Chief Keef and all this shit in Chicago wave. So I'm watching this Chicago wave, and I'm like, damn, DC just as grimy as this. You know what I'm saying? The shit they bringing out, this shit go on in the city every day, but motherfuckers don't know it. So I'm thinking like, if I can make a platform to tell us about our street life and shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about our street life and shit. Then, you know what I'm saying? Without not incriminating nobody. I wasn't trying to incriminate them. My message was not incriminate nobody, but like just talk about our street life and what we went through back in the days and shit, and how grimy the city was back then. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I think motherfuckers would enjoy that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So I just do stories. I had.
What year was this when you
I think it was 2016. I started
2016?
January 2000. I don't know the specific date. It might have been the 5th or the 6th or the 7th of January. Or it could have been late. I gotta go when I first started my YouTube.
Right.
I started my YouTube. My first video I ever uploaded, the very first video I uploaded a fight. My first YouTube video around Tyler House. I might get in trouble for this shit. I had caught some footage and shit of a fight, and I posted this shit. You know what I'm saying? I was just posting little shit around the timelines and the quarters, and doing little hood tours and shit. And I just thought it was kind of intriguing because I'm like, this is the quarters. This is one of the grimiest of DC. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember when you came on the scene and you was like making YouTube videos. You was like this hood versus that hood, or
that's what I started.
And,
I started doing that. I got a lot of backlash for that shit.
Yeah.
Certain ones I got backlash for, certain ones I didn't.
Tell me some of them backlash. Who you get backlash?
I think it was the Uptown ones, the most part I got backlash from. The Southeast ones, I think Southeast niggas love my stories. I don't know what it was. Like, I did one on Bird Fonts and Condoteurs. They love that shit. They was like, man, yeah, we fucking with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Where all them videos at? You don't got them on
I deleted a lot of them because I thought it was like, because you know, I was trying to get my monetization back, so I deleted a lot of them. And two, I didn't want that to be a part of my history. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I didn't want that to be the part of the history. Like, boom, boom, boom. Like, they looking at me like I started a lot, like started like, which I didn't. You know what I'm saying? It's public. Everything I was talking about was public record and shit. It wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Then not just that, I wasn't new to YouTube, so you know me, I was having spelling issues and reading issues and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm new to this. You know, I'm doing this all by a phone too. Everything is organic and shit. So, you know, I'm really doing it raw. I'm like, I'll be reading the joint while I'm recording it. You know what I'm saying? Recording the story. So long story short, I started doing a lot of those. But like the Southeast ones, people love the Southeast ones. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to 9 Millie. He was happy as shit. I told him about that story when he stole the bus and drove the bus up Good Hope Road and shit. Love that story, bro. He was mad as shit I deleted that joint. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the Uptown stories, because it's like Uptown got the wild shit too that goes on Uptown too. But it's like, you know how it is. Anybody else that's not from Uptown, they know Uptowns don't forget money, but they don't see the when shit get active side. You know what I'm saying? Like you go on a Kill Mo News or you get on a Murder Mayhem. I remember when shit was getting real Uptown, shit was getting real unchy.
You ever met them before?
No, I don't know none of them. I don't know. You know what's crazy? Everybody keep calling me Kill Mo News when I see them. I'm like, that's not me. I don't run no Kill Mo News. You know what I'm saying? No respect to them. I'm just saying I don't run. That's not my type of media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm more into the viral content, good bids, and you know what I'm saying, you know, news and shit like that. I'm into that, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but like, long story short, like, how can I break this down? I started doing what I also started doing. I started doing hood tours. I started doing interviews. I started doing all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then I started doing some of my content. What really did it was when I started talking about drama between the rappers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I did one story between, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to mention too many names, but I started doing the story between Glizzy and Lil Dude. You know what I'm saying? They made this songs towards each other, and that was like, that shit hit like 20,000 views. Then I started talking about this story, Beautiful, Lil Dude, Boom Dude. I started talking about all these different issues rappers had with each other and shit like that. And like that shit just started blowing up on my YouTube. Then I started my Instagram channel and shit. You know what I'm saying? Then I started like posting. And
then you abandoned YouTube for Instagram because you went crazy on Instagram, but you could have been getting money on
So yeah, it was like what happened was it's like I was doing the YouTube thing, not thinking like wasn't really thinking about money too much at the time. I didn't even know how. I thought YouTube just automatically gave you a monetization when you hit a certain amount of subscribers. I didn't know that you had to sign up for it or nothing. So I'm not making no money from YouTube. But at the time, like I started my Instagram, once I got to like 5, 10, 15, 20, I started getting little 20, motherfuckers hit my DM for promotion like for $20. I'm like, shit, why not? You know what I'm saying? Shit, why not? Shit, so I started like, you know what I'm saying? I started getting little $20, $30. Like, oh shit, this shit paying me. It ain't paying me a lot, but like if I get like $3, $4, $20 promo, shit, that's almost $100. You know what I'm saying? Like this little sweet, you know what I'm saying? And then where I got the YouTube side, it's building, it's growing, but I don't know how to use it. You know what I'm saying? So like, and then, but I am getting paid from doing interviews though. Like motherfuckers hit me up, pull up $100 and pull up doing interviews. I'm like, it's all right. You know what I'm saying? It's all right.
So, but Instagram is monetized?
No, it's not monetized. It's just like once you get to a certain amount of followers, you can start paying for advertisement for your music and shit or whatever business you got. You know what I'm saying? And I started taking advantage of that. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't charging nothing. I was charging like couple little dollars. But once I got to that 100K on my Instagram, bro, you know what I'm saying? And I find out with the comedians charging, about comedians, they charging like $250, $400 a post. And it's hyper
Your
crazy.
post be going up. Like you post something, you know that shit going.
Yeah,
Everybody
like,
will see
you know
that
what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gotta give me their credit, bro. Cause like motherfuckers gotta give me their credit, bro. Cause a lot of rappers, I ain't knocking nobody. I'm not saying I made y'all big to who y'all was, but a lot of motherfuckers wouldn't be hip to y'all because if it wasn't.
Who, man? Say their name, man. It's No Wellin. You scared? Like, nah, fuck with.
I ain't gonna
So
do that,
tell me why you think you get like people always say like, man, Hood News he only post people he like and he don't post nobody or like shit like that. What you guys say to that, man?
I only post people I like. No, it's not who I like. It's a lot of rappers I like. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's just like, you know what I'm saying? It'd be like, damn, you make the little, like, I always get these comments. You make the little rappers pay, but you make the you how you, and then I be questioning like, how you know the big rappers ain't pay either? Like, how you know that? You know the bigger rappers, the bigger and more known rappers, the bigger well known rappers, they got labels. They got marketing backing. You know what I'm saying? They don't have to take $1 out of their pocket, but they label might have hit me up. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell a label one time, my rates, they sent me promotion for 4 posters for one artist. You know what I'm saying? Easy. Yeah. PayPal. Send it right through. They don't complain. Niggas got marketing budget. So how you know that rapper ain't paid? You saying, you know what I'm saying? I got into it with a couple rappers like that. Oh, I know this artist I say, who this artist say he ain't paid, you posting him for free and shit. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? It depends on the situation. If I feel like this certain post is gonna do certain numbers,
right.
I might do something.
I mean, you still gonna blog, you still gonna talk about shit you want.
And this is the first thing about it. I have a blog page. The purpose of the blog page is the blog. You know what I'm saying? The music culture, the DV music scene, whether it's go-go, music scene, whatever, rap, whatever. It comes with it, but it's not everything with the blog page. I speak about shit that's going on in the news. I post bids. I post viral conversations, content. So my priority is blogging. You know what I'm saying? It's blogging. You know what I'm saying? The music, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying? The music, unfortunately, has to be the assets to build the brand up. You know what I'm saying? And grow the brand. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. So. You know, it's not personal, but if you want to get advertised on my platform, you gotta pay to play. You know what I'm saying? Don't come to my platform and complain about my minimum payment for a feed post is $60. You know what I'm saying? $60 for a nigga who got a 60 to got a 150,000 on one page and 180 on another page, a combined 300,000, over 300,000. You know what I'm saying? You complaining about $60. You know what I'm saying? My story started at $20. If you ain't got $100, what you robbing for, bro? You know what I'm saying? And it's not even just for music, it's just in general. If you want to be advertised on my platform, even if it's not even about music, you know what I'm saying? Nigga just paid me, he just paid me to talk about something, a discussion. And I tagged this name in here, he just got 300, 400 followers today. Alone. So the point is, I know my value. I just got into an argument with a dude because he got a feature with Boosie. 4 or 5 other rappers got a feature with Boosie or linked up with Boosie. You know what I'm saying? What makes you more special than the other rappers? No disrespect to you. You know what I'm saying? No disrespect at all. I'm just saying, like.
Oh, what you say, boy? He wanted you to throw him up.
Yeah, throw him up like that. Throw me up on the arm, bro. Boom, boom, boom. Like, you know what I'm saying? But this is the crazy thing about it. I got to introduce to you through a well-known artist. I ain't gonna say his name, but a very well-known, respectful artist in the DMV. Not known. I'm not taking nothing from your legendary status as well, but a well-known, a platinum-selling artist. Me and him had a conversation. He introduced me to you. He said, man, he gonna do good business with you. You know what I'm saying? You hit me up asking for handouts and shit while you paying a world star and a world star and a fucking Say Cheese TV or whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Or paying for features and shit. Cause Boosie ain't cheap. So if you doing a feature with Boosie alone, he might work a deal $15,000-$20,000 for if he fuck with you. He might work $15,000-$20,000 on a feature. With a video, he might want $30,000-$40,000, bro. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so you feel like it's motherfuckers
it's like,
don't want to pay that
motherfuckers
promo.
like the DMV rap scene is so entitled, bro. The DMV in general is just so entitled, bro. Because when a motherfucker hit you, anybody can tell you, whatever, any event, whether it's go-go, rap, any type of event, I never hit a nigga up and told him, hey, man, I need you to pull up to this showcase. And I got the power. I got the juice. I'm the one who you know what I'm saying, who helped these rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like if a rapper right now, if a well-known rapper that fell off right now, I bet I could blow him back up. You know what I'm saying? He fell off right now because, you know what I'm saying? And this is another thing too. A lot of rappers was getting them marketing checks and getting them paychecks and advances from the distributions and stuff like that. Guess what they was using that money on? Chains, Go buy a couple pounds of shit and sell it on the block and shit. I'm hearing this dumbass shit from the grapevine. You know what I'm saying? It's a rapper right now that got millions of views. He probably on the block right now selling OG pack for fucking 35, 25 a KD right now, bro. This shit is crazy, bro. Cause they blew their money. Every little opportunity they got to make some money, bro. They like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
they don't want to pay that promo.
Yeah, they don't want to pay the market. I'm not even saying just for Dmvhoodznnewz. I just know me. If I was a robber and a nigga gave me a $50,000 advance, I'm on every blog. So I'm gonna say cheese. I don't give a fuck what my label gonna say, bro. You know what I'm saying? My label say, oh, this is the marketing budget, $10,000. Nigga, fuck your $10,000, nigga. I'm marketing it myself. You know what I'm saying? Put that shit on myself. So how you feel when
I seen bro, Yappa and the Go-Go? He was saying you play, shout out to Yappa. He said like you only play you only promote go-go bands you scared of and all that.
Nah, I didn't really get that because I never like, you know what I'm saying? We had our little verbal altercation that happened back in the day.
Yeah, I like how you handled that too. Like how you responded. You were just saying like, man, it's just, you know, gotta pay for promo.
So let's get this understood. I'm an event planner. I do go-go events. You saying I'm promoting only bands? I'm promoting only bands that I fuck with. You know what I'm saying? You know what? I'm gonna be honest. There's some truth to that though. Not favoritism, but it's based off of good business. So of course I'm only going to deal with the band that does good business by me. You know what I'm saying? Right. So if you feel like I'm showing favoritism towards that band, there's probably a reason why. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna keep it 100. And I'm gonna break this down right here. Before I further off. Go-Go right now is like in the worst state it's ever been. Like me leaving and coming right back in and watching how this shit play. Think about it like this. How many people you used to see at the CFEs and the Pearls if you used to go? You know what I'm saying? Back in the days. Right. Used to be 800 to 1,000 motherfuckers in there, right? You know what I'm saying? 800 to 1,000 motherfuckers in there, right? They all paying at least between 30, 40, cut line maybe 50, 60. You know what I'm saying? Right. And they paying this big ass amount of money. You know what I'm saying? And the bands want the minimum amount. They don't even want a bunch of money. They just want some money to get by with. You know what I'm saying? But now you in a situation now where the band's overcharged. It's like they ain't trying to build with you. They don't want to build a relationship with you and none of that shit. They just want some quick couple dollars. Mind you, my platform, and I love the go-go culture is a part of Dmvhoodznnewz. Right. You know what I'm saying? My passion is preserving the go-go culture for people to, you know what I'm saying? So the next generation can learn about go-go. But at the same time, my platform is beyond go-go, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Beyond go-go. It's my platform touch everything DMV. Right. Not just go-go. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So it's like, for somebody with a platform as big as mine, and once I come in, everybody try to milk me and use me as an opportunity and go-go, that shit wild as shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So of course I'm gonna wanna just deal with certain bands and certain niggas and go-go. You know what I'm saying? Because like, bro, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, bro. I don't have to do go-go. I don't ever have to do a go-go in a day of my life, bro. I be getting into it with my girl about this shit. She tell me, man, this go-go shit broke as shit. Real shit. They be saying this shit broke as shit. You know what I'm saying? You said, like, think about it like this, bro. My platform, my brand, my business made me more money sitting on my ass doing a promotion post than me ever walking in a go-go to promote a go-go event. I do this shit out of love. You know what I'm saying? Of course I want to make some money out of it. You know what I'm saying? So, of course I want to make some money out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But at the same time, like, that shit ain't no real money, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. Go-go, but it's I feel like it ain't dead though. Like,
it's
I don't know why.
It's not that it's dead. It's not that it's dead, but it's not what it used to be. Like, unless it's one of them big events that be at Fast Eddies and shit, you're not gonna bring 400, 500 people in there. You know what I'm saying? In a venue, it's hard. Like, that's what I also wanted to bring up. Like, motherfuckers ain't even pressing for bread. If you tell them, man, yeah, the show did all right, you know what I'm saying? You probably made some. Like, back in the days, the bands wanted the promoters to make money. You know what I'm saying? Now the bands. I'm probably gonna get in some trouble. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this go-go shit for real, bro. Nah, I'm gonna keep that shit out. That's how I feel it, bro. I love go-go as a culture, bro. I wanna get this shit out here. I love go-go. I love go-go as a culture as a whole, nigga. But as a business, this shit fucked up, nigga. Fuck go-go as a business, bro. That's how I feel, bro. Hey, I like I don't give a fuck. Any band could dress me. Any nigga could dress me, bro. I don't give a fuck. Fuck, it's a business. Fuck this shit, you know what I'm saying? If it's a nigga I fuck with and go-go that does fair, genuine business, is Rod from TLB. That's the only nigga. So if you say I'm showing favoritism towards TLB and Rod, shit, fuck yeah. Because they the only one that did righteous by a nigga, bruh. Yeah, they only few niggas, a couple niggas too. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my nigga Cardell, shout out Bust a Move, shout out to all the niggas who playing Fed. Boo Boo, these niggas play Fed. These niggas, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Just that and the third. And the reality is, bro, some of these bands, some of these brands, I swear I ain't saying no names, I'm not hating on them. They might be the most talented band out here, bro. But y'all not worth the money that y'all want, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the only ones that hurt with this shit, the only ones that hurt in this go-go shit, bro, for real, bro, is the fans, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't have to go to go-go's no more, bro. Go-go is not, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers be so stuck in this go-go shit. Niggas be so stuck in this go-go shit,
See,
bro.
now what
And I
happened?
love
So,
the
but
culture,
what happened with the? That's how you got in the incident, like
What?
with this shit, like the go-go shit. You going on the go-go shit, then when you do a show, and then some bullshit happened. Then
Yeah,
what?
what you
know
mean,
what I
like?
That time you got into the incident, you know
You talking about Club One?
Yeah, Club One.
Yeah, Club One. I mean, it was really just a situation. Like I was trying to step back. I was stepping back into go-go. I linked up with some people. We had a partnership show. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers didn't even know it was my show. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers just look at me as a goofy ass blogger. Cool, it's cool. But I've been in go-go for like 15 years. So like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I took a break. So a lot of motherfuckers don't remember me and shit. It's cool. But at the same time though, like I came back in go-go. It was a little altercation or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that shit passed me. You know what I'm saying? It's passed. That shit passed. You know, Glizzy tried to bid on it. So I was on the pool table. I got beat up. A nigga just knocked me out on the pool. No, that's not even what happened, bro.
But I'm saying you just saying fuck go-go, and it's like
It's a
you
business.
It's
a business as fuck go-go, because when I came back in go-go, they looking at me as a rich nigga that they can milk off of, and he's sweet. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? I'm a type of nigga, I'm gonna let you use me just to see what type of nigga you is. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I might let you use me just once or twice and see what type of nigga you is. I ain't even gonna argue with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna argue with you. I'm gonna just say, fuck it. I'm gonna, all right, do what you wanna do. All right, this your price.
Yeah, that shit been good. You been holding that shit
You
in for a
charge me,
minute.
you trying to charge me $1,500 and you just told the other promoter $800. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, before we get off your page and shit and off that Instagram shit, are you a biased blogger? Like you want to address that shit? They say you biased.
Fuck no.
You know
But
what
because
I'm
of bias, no. Nah, not at all. I post the good and the bad and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like this and the third. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll give a prime example, but I'm gonna say some names though. Like the shit with Glizzy and shit. I'm not biased towards bro. But bro he wants you to post what he wants you to post of him. That's what I'm saying. Then that's what every rapper, anybody that's doing something out here, whatever, like they only want you to post my music. No, you gotta pay for me. You want music post, you gotta post it. You know what I'm saying? Just that third.
Yeah.
But it's like I still post content from you. Like say you made a tweet and the tweet doing viral and shit. I'm like, all right, well, he posted his opinion. Let me see what people think about his opinion. Whether you agree or disagree. You know what I'm saying? Do you agree or do you disagree? Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? I'll post your tweet. I'll post the content about an artist. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But it's at the same time, it's like motherfuckers be thinking like, oh, cause this artist gets posted. You know what I'm saying? You know who I'm getting a lot of flack for?
What's that?
I'm posting Toya.
Oh yeah.
I get a lot of flack for
Toya.
posting Toya.
Yeah.
But it's like I like her content because her content always do numbers. It always like it's a content thing. It has nothing to do. It's not favoritism over her. She's very opinionated. She's a well-known person out here. You know what I'm saying? And she's well opinionated. So if she speaks, it's like no matter if you agree with it or disagree with it, it does 1,000 fucking comments. It does 1,000 comments. It do 2,000 to 4,000 likes and shit. The algorithms go crazy. The reshares and my shit go crazy. Everybody just be talking about this shit.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's not me just being biased towards her or why you posting her and you ain't posting me, this and the third. You don't have nothing worthy for me to post about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Word to be about posting. I ain't gonna say no names and shit. I used to get into it with a popular dude out here. You know what I'm saying? But all his lies was, I ain't gonna say his name and shit, because I'm cool with him. I ain't got no problem with him. I ain't got a problem with his followers either. I ain't got no problem. But me and him, you know what? I'm gonna say his name. Fuck it. Will Roy, right? Fuck it. I'm gonna say his name. Because there ain't no hate. There ain't no hate in my heart. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no hate her. But I had to explain to him, bro. I had to explain to him. Like, you get on live and posting messy. What you want me to repost that messy stuff that you posting? And now you posting about a nigga who gave his mama gonorrhea or some shit like that. That's not my type of news, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Well, he wanted you to post.
I'm just giving an example.
I'm
I'm not saying that's what he wanted me to post.
Right.
I'm just saying, so it's like that's not the content I post. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you make a quote, like say you made a comment about something, and you said you made a comment about something, you say something in your stories, and it might have been like something that might gain some traction for my page.
Gotcha.
I'm going to make a post of that. I'm like, all right, let's go and do something. Like, you know what I'm saying?
So tell me, where you see this shit going for the Dmvhoodznnewz brand? What's your end goal for that
right
shit?
now is get remonetized on YouTube and
Okay.
take this shit on a global level and blow this shit up. You know what I'm saying? And be a part of this YouTube community full time for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna play around. Once I get my monetization back on YouTube, bro, I'm going in. Like
Right.
I'm going in. I'm not playing no games, bro.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't playing no games with these people, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not just that. You know what I'm saying? Not just that. Just grow my platform and try to figure out how I'm expanding how to explain and how to turn this, you know, try to get merchandise and try to do other little things, you know what I'm saying? This and third, we bring out the what's that shit called, the podcast and shit.
Yeah,
like
damn, you keep taking every time about what happened to the podcast with you and Elway and all that.
Shit got expensive, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For real?
Yeah, shit got expensive, bro. We was probably like you know, the first location we had, we got it for free. We just had to sponsor them, and you know they was fucking with us, and we was fucking with them and shit. But like once we wanted to upgrade our quality of how shit look, you know what I'm saying? We spending more money. Like usually me, it's not that I give up. But it's like I stop and reevaluate how I do things. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I wouldn't say necessarily quit. So it's like if I'm spending like $200, $300 an episode, you know what I'm saying? I'm lost my monetization. There's no sponsorships. There's no performances coming in and shit like that.
Right.
And then not just that, I got people. They're wasting, like, they're losing money. They're losing gas money. They doing it for free. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They pulling up for free for me some days. I'll probably look out for them some days when I got some money on me and shit. But, like, every day I can't, you know what I'm saying? I can't do this, you know what I'm saying? They got to get paid. They got to get compensated. You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like anything you start, you know what I mean, from the ground up, you're gonna have shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have that time. If you don't really stick it out or really see it through, then you're gonna walk away from everything.
I was doing the podcast for nearly 2 years. You know what I'm saying? See, I was doing it for nearly 2 years. Not just that, it was a lot of things I didn't know. I didn't know how to put the shit on streaming platforms at the time. Now I do know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? Now I do know how to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a lot of things that go with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
A lot of things that go with that shit. And like now I'm learning how to do this.
Okay, so we gonna run through these real quick.
Yeah.
Name some people that inspired you with this blog and shit.
Cutthroat TV.
Cutthroat TV.
Yeah, shout out to Cutthroat, cause you know I was watching his early shit. Had his dope, you know what I'm saying? The local niggas and like the Chicago niggas, like the Chicago World News. That was the name, Chicago World News. You know what I'm saying? I watch a little academic shit, so I guess it could give me some inspiration. And then the interviews part, like the trenches in the hood interviews and shit, I say Zach TV.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Chicago,
That's P Zach TV. Yeah. That's what's up, bro. I can ask you could pass. If I ask you gotta answer the question.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you want me to ask you?
Yeah.
Alright. So you seen the picture that came out saying you was in the car with the duck. You wanna address that? Was that you?
False.
Where you think that picture came from?
Where they said that shit was around?
I don't know what way they said that shit was around. It was a picture that came out.
They tried to say it was a Baltimore nigga that spread the rumors time I was around Saratoga and shit with a train. I'm like, how the fuck you know what Saratoga? There's a Saratoga. What you trying to say? Was it Saratoga in Baltimore or was it Saratoga in Northeast, like a DC? Like which one? You know what I'm saying? You gotta know. Come on, bro. Like, wallahi, bro. I don't even put my religious business out there.
Yeah.
I don't even play like that, bro. I don't play none of that.
Who put that
shit.
picture out there? Where that shit come from? Like, like saying, what was it? A picture or something?
No picture, bro.
Oh, it wasn't no picture. You was in
I
the
think
car.
no. You know what it was?
I think they said the nigga looked like you or something.
Yeah, you know what it was? He was like spanking me around like the chin area, and he covered his face and shit. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even know it was a fake. It was a fake video. Somebody covered the face and shit, made it seem like it was actually like a clip from a porn star. That's how I know they was Wellin, because the whole clip, like somebody sent me the information. He's like, nah, this is a porn star off of like they downloaded this shit off of Pornhub or one of them joints, and or X, like one of them X video joints, and they tried to make it seem like it was me and shit, and they covered my face because it was kind of spanking me, like, but not by the face wise, but they showed me the real video, like, nah, we know that ain't you, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't even play that shit.
Respect. What's one rapper you fuck with hard out here? Like somebody that you met, they ever bought promo from you or that you met? Most genuine rapper out here.
I mean, it's a lot of genuine dudes I met out here that I fuck with. A lot of genuine dudes that fuck with me. I would say, but the one that I got really appreciation for and I really fuck with, two of them, I would say IDK and Young Mo. You know what I'm saying? IDK. And I say 9 Milli too. 9 Milli.
Okay.
Yeah.
You said Young Mo?
Yeah, Young Mo, definitely Young Mo.
Okay.
Young Mo breaks me fully, like, you fuck, you know what I'm saying? You know?
Okay.
Yeah, it breaks me fully.
Fat Trail or Wale?
Fat Trail. Fat Trail, I say Fat Trail was because Wale was like the fly side of the DMV. You know what I'm saying? Like, Nike, like phone pods, Nike. He put the culture on, go-go culture. He trying to put that global. But Fat Trail showed the raw DC when he came out. North Face, deep text, dread, dark skinned, ugly nigga on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like how you really supposed to wear Nike boots. It was the grimy, real DC when DC was DC. And that's what he reminded me of. That's why it was easier for him Cause like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody used to get in this Fat Trail and Shot Glizzy debate and shit when they first had their little squabble. And I'd be like, Shot Glizzy got the youngins, but Fat Trail got everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, I fuck with Trail.
Yeah, I fuck with Trail. I fuck with Glizzy too. I fuck with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, No Savage or Q the Fool?
That's a good one. Ooh, that's a good one. You gonna do me like that, bro?
Yeah,
I fuck with both of them though. No Savage.
You gonna go with No Savage?
No Savage. Q Fuel came out. He was talking that shit too. No Savage just raw. He was like the Fat Trill of this generation. You know what I'm saying? He was just raw DC. Like I love DC niggas that sound like DC niggas. You know what I'm saying? I represent for the whole DMV. I got love for DC, PG, Moco, whatever you from. Savage was like the real definition of a grimy young Southeast nigga, like talking that shit.
Fat Yee or Lil Dude?
Fat Yee. And I fuck with Lil Dude too. Lil Dude and 5 PG County rappers, you know what I'm saying? Like I fuck with Lil Dude too, but Fat Yee, like I said, I like my DC rappers that sound like DC rappers.
Alright.
I love my DC rappers, so it was just raw, like raw street niggas and shit.
I got one more for you. Let me give you one more. KP, ready for this?
Yeah.
KP or Swipe?
I might egg some people with this one. KP.
KP over Swipe?
Yeah, I know, right?
Just
I
that
fuck with
dirty.
Swipey though. I know.
What?
I know. When he came out, I wasn't really too tuned into Swipey. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, I was turned down. I knew who he was.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? But I was just getting hip to him. So before he died, that's when I really started getting hip to him. And I'm
Right.
like, and then I'm questioning a lot of shit. Like, damn, is these views real? Because I ain't never seen an artist do 3-4 million views. Even when Trail was hot.
Crazy. I was
He
around
was
my
in the-
way and they was playing them on the phone. Like, what up?
Yeah, but this is the reason why KP just came out. When KP first came out, KP came in raw, like, I'm trapping in my granny house.
You always say that shit.
I was like, this shit crazy. And this one day I get KP, right? Because he was already buzzing, right? He hit me for promo.
Yeah.
KP paid me for promo. And he blew up on my page. He did like 200,000 views. KP blew up on my shit, man. Nigga, tell your management stop being skinny, nigga. Get your promo, nigga. Say, nah, I fuck with KP. But I'm going to also show love to Swipey, though, because he is one of the pioneers of this rap shit, too. And I shout out to Swipey, too, man. I get all this Swipey.
Swipe.
Yeah.
What you would lead the youngins with if you had one more thing to tell them? If your last word, what would you say
Separate
to the youth,
the streets
the
from the
youngins, the
business.
niggas that probably want to blog and do what you do, man? Talk to them.
Rap or just blog or anything.
Blog, whatever they want to do.
If you rapping, separate the streets from the business. There's a reason why all our rappers are locked up right now because they could not mix the two. You know what I'm saying? You could have made that grimy street rap without dissing. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers would have still believed you regardless. You know what I'm saying? Like they would have believed you regardless. And you could have brought traction with all the dissing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to ride that because that's really Chicago shit. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. Like for real, like I just wish motherfuckers like stayed away from that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because that just put attention on you. Now you got the feds and Ricos and like 3/4 of our rappers. 3/4 of our rappers is locked up right now. 3/4 of our rappers is locked up right now, bro. Think about it. And another like 10, 15 of them died, bro, within like 4 or 5 years, bro. It was a story about yesterday about another rapper. He just started rapping. He got killed too. Yeah, like 2 days ago, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like our rappers dying, either dying or going to jail, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Before they even
focus, man, tighten up.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, well, I appreciate you coming on this motherfucker, man. Yeah. Straight up, appreciate you having you, Sam.
Yeah, nah, definitely, man. Definitely.
This is No Wellin.
Gone.
Step in this bitch and I'm ready to win. No Wellin, yeah, that shit on my shirt.